Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope guys you are all doing good in iOS. Guys, today's topic we are working on APIs. So in the today's video, I'm going to do a registration API for you guys, and then in the second part we are continue login and then how we can reset the password. So we have a API and we have a server. It's a free, so you can use this. And here is the UI guys that we are doing right now. So I have already done UI part here, so we just need to call API now. Okay, but if you want to know that how we can build these types of UI, then please comment me, I will make a video on it. So you have to write the first name and last name, and here is the parameter name. So I will store first name and last name here, and okay, and email and password too. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to open the backend list here and register in a developer portal first. Here you have to sign up this. Once it done, 1 minute, yeah. Once it done, you can see all the registered user here. So it's a server, it's a live server, so it's real time server. If you register anything now, then it will reflect here. So it's a good thing. So first of all, we have to just follow the URL for a user registration. This is the API, and in API you can see REST API key and application ID. So how we can get this? So just read this. For the ID, you have to go for manage and app setting. So click on a manage, and in a application ID you can see you have to copy this, and for REST API key you have to copy this. Okay, so your URL is ready, and then you have to you have a header content type. Okay, and it's application JSON, and you get this. So this is your body, email, password, and object ID. It's optional, so we cannot use object ID. We just pass two parameter, email and password. That's it. And in a response you get this. Okay, so it's easy. It's too easy. We'll do now. So let's open my project. Let's uh, I'm creating a group for a constant, so we can save all the API key and REST key values here. Create a new file. It's a Swift constant. First, let we have a application ID and REST API key, right? So first of all, app ID is equals to, and let REST key is equals to this, and let register URL. I think it's a base URL. Let's see in a login. Yeah, user is a base URL. Fine. So this is common URL. So I'm just copy this and create a base URL here is equals to, it's a base URL. Fine. Or what is our register URL? It's a base URL oblique register. Okay, so here is the our base URL and it's our register URL. Fine. Let's go for our developer portal and copy the application ID first and paste here. Then REST API key, right? It's a REST API key. Copy this and just paste here. Fine. So we have a app ID, REST key, our base URL, and register URL. And now it's time to make our model. So let's create another group. So model, and right click on it, create new file. It's a Swift file. Register model struct register model. Email, it's a string, and password, it's also string, and we have a name also, it also string. Fine. So it's our register model. Let's create a new group for a API manager. Right click on it, create a new file. It's a Swift file also, and it's a API manager. That's class API manager. Let's create an instance of API manager first, and here register API, we can write calling register API. Write, you want the name, write the good name here first. I'm just making a demo, that's why I'm writing this name, okay? And we have to use Alamofire, so let's search Alamofire. So we can install this Alamofire using Podfile, Carthage. So I am using here Swift package. So just copy this URL, okay, and then go to file, Swift package, add package, paste URL here, next. So here you have three options. You can get the whole code using the version, and also for the branch master. So if you want the code of that GitHub branch of master code, so then you can get all master code, and here you get the version here. So I will explain this in Hindi too. अगर आपको ब्रांच जो मास्टर में जो कोड है वो कोड आपको चाहिए तो आप ब्रांच सिलेक्ट करके आप नेक्स्ट करना. अगर आपको वर्जन से ही करना है तो आप ये वर्जन को सिलेक्ट करके नेक्स्ट कर देना. सो हियर आई वांट द वर्जन कोड, आई डोंट वांट ब्रांच कोड, सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम selected a version here. It's a 5.1.0, and then click on a next. It's a Alamofire, right? And it's our target. Finish. So here our Alamofire package. If you want to remove the package, then you have to go for here import API Swift package. You can see, click on it and just remove it. And if you want to add, you can add here as well, okay? So now we have Alamofire imported. Go to our API manager, import Alamofire here first, Alamofire, and let's call API now. So first of all, what you have to do, AF, okay, let's say let's headers, because we have a header, right? HTTP headers. So which header we have to apply here? Content type. You can see here it's a content type, okay? Sorry, content type, yeah. So dot content type, value is a application / session. So our header is done. Now AF dot request, for we have a method. We don't want this. So paste header here first. Fine. And paste the string here. So our string is register. Sorry. We have a string, then no need to do interpolation here. Register URL, and the method is, let's see, I think it's a post, right? Yeah, it's a post. You can see here. So dot post and JSON, sorry, parameter. So here we have created a model, so you have to just pass this model. So I'm taking a parameter here like register and it's a register model, and just pass the register here. I will explain you why I did here. Okay, an encoder JSON parameter encoder dot default. So I am using default encoder here, and dot response. What happened? Yeah, we have to confirm the encodable protocol, then it's work. A type that encode itself. So I will explain why I use encodable here, and why I use parameter here, and why directly I pass the register here. Okay, once I call this API, response is equals to response in print response. So I just debug print response or result. So I think we just print the we just print response here first. Okay, then we'll continue in next. Okay, so now let's call API then. Go to register view controller, and here is the email and password, and I will use guard let fname is equals to self dot txt fname dot text else return, and lname 2, so write txt lname. It's a first name, it's a last name, it's a email, it's a password. Okay guys, and let's append in our register model first. Register model name. Okay, so here is the f name plus l name, and email is a email, and password is a password. Let's call API now. API manager dot shared dot register. So here I'm just going to pass our model here, so we just build it here. So it's okay, sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you. We have created a dictionary, then we can convert to the data, and then we the data is going to append in a parameter. So I'm not doing here anything. It automatically doing encoded. Just you have to pass our model here. So we just need to pass this model. Okay, so I have passed this model here. You can see that I have just created a model and just pass it, and just confirm the protocol of encodable. It's encode itself. So I have write here encodable protocol, and if you can see a type that can encode itself to an external representation, so it's going to encodable itself. So our dictionary is going to be encoded itself, so no need to worry about it. So it's a very good thing. Okay, whenever you're using any post method, then just make the model and just pass model in a parameter, and just confirm the encodable protocol. That's a good. And let's see, now just go to calling the registration API, and I'm just going to do all things here first. Let's say switch statement uh, response dot result. The first case is dot success let data, and the second one is failure let error. Okay, just print failure, sorry error dot localization description, and here we have to use Duquet for error exception handling. So let JSON is equals to JSON serialization dot JSON object. Yeah, just pass the data, and we no need any option. and try also. Just print JSON here so we can see our response. I did any mistake here. Okay, fine. Yeah, let's build this. I'm making a breakpoint here. If you guys can see here, I'm just reload this. Go to user registration. No, go to login. Go to data. Go to user. You can see the user here. So we have a zero user now because we haven't registered anyone. So I'm just opening this screen and we just register here. Sign up. I already write the name Yogesh Patel and my email ID and also a password. So just register it. Okay. What was the response? I just remove it. No matter. Let's see. Okay. I need to go for a catch first. URL is not valid. Okay, yeah, sorry, I did a mistake. Sorry, guys. Go to constant file. I haven't uh, apply the application right in a REST API, so that's why it's showing the error. Just need to pass our app ID here and just need to pass REST key. That's it. It's showing an error. Let's run. I hope. No, it's not giving me any error. Here we don't have any user. It's a very good site. Okay, it's providing all things free, so we can learn from it. Go to sign up and just register. Success error. It's showing me error. It's not a valid URL. Arey yaar, sorry. I did a mistake too. Why this R is not showing? Registered URL. Sign up. Sign up. Yeah. So we have a 202 status code. That's the thing. That's a good thing. Okay. Let's print our JSON. Let's see what in our JSON. Yeah, we have our email ID. We have a name Yogesh Patel, and yeah, user status is also enabled. So we got the or response. Let's see here. Yeah, here you can see my email ID, my name, and my password. And now I'm just going to run this and I'm going to register another one. Let's say Sagar, and the email ID is Sagar 614. Just using dummy email ID here. Write the password here. So my password is password. Let's register this. Let's see, this is a Sagar 614, name is a Sagar Patel. Let's go for the server and we have a two user. Okay guys, so it's a really simple. There is no any complex thing here. So just need to follow this documentation. We have a URL. Okay, then we have a argument application and in REST API key. Just paste it here first, and we have a header. It's a content type, and here is the request body. We have to pass email and password. You can also pass the name also. Okay, you can pass name as well, and here is the your response body. I will just go through first like what I did here. I did 2-3 mistakes. That's why I'm just explaining you. So I have created an app ID on REST key. Okay, I have created a base URL. What is the means of base URL? You can see here, the this is the common part here. Okay, the register is, we just write the register. You can see in a login, the user section is a common. Here is the only thing is login and registration, register. Okay. सो गाइस, इसमें ऐसा हो रहा है कि ये जो यूज़र तक का जो पार्ट है ना वो कॉमन है, और यहाँ पे सिर्फ रजिस्टर चेंज हो रहा है और यहाँ पे सिर्फ लॉगिन चेंज हो रहा है. सो वी कैन से द कॉमन URL इज दिस. सो वॉट एवर द कॉमन URL, इट्स अवर बेस URL. ओके. सो वंस आई हैव टू डू लॉगिन हियर, तो जस्ट राइट द लॉगिन URL is equals to, just pass the base URL here and just write login here. So I have my login URL too. So this is the way, we no need to write the whole thing here. That's why it's a common, that's why it's called as a base URL. And I have create my register URL, whole my register URL, base URL plus register. Then I just go to explain you the model. So make sure your model key and your body key will same. Okay. uh, Go to user registration. If you can see in a request body, email and password, so make sure your email and password, it's all the small letter. So we have to write same thing here. If you don't do this thing, then this is not going to uh, it is not showing you the perfect response. So make sure the key value is going to be same. Here is the email and password. Then we have a create our API manager, Alamofire. It's a good library for a networking. We just put our register URL here, and it's a post method, and our parameter that we appended. This is the default encodable. Okay, and we just write our header. It's a content type. Okay, and yeah, and then in a response you can get the result. In result you can see it's a completion, data and error. Okay, so in dot success you get the data, and dot failure you get the error. And now let's add alert. If user has registered successfully, then we show the alert message, and if it error, then we showing the error message. So how we can do here? So guys, one thing that I'm going to tell you, I'm just explain you the all the basic thing here. Okay, I'm not doing any complex thing right now. So I'm just passing a completion in, I'm creating a completion handler that just pass the boolean value. If it register, just put the true, and if it not register, if errors come, then we just write the false. Okay, that's it. So we are not doing any passing data or anything. Okay, when the video is completed, when the register, login and password, all the things are going to complete it, then I'm going to explain you how we can create a generic API class that we can create, and that we can call, how we can call, and at that time I'm going to explain whole things like how we can do this. So it's just a basic thing, so you just get the idea about it, that how it's going to be work. Okay, so I'm just writing a completion handler. So completion handler, it's a at the rate escaping, and we just need to pass the boolean value right now, and then okay. So okay, so one thing guys, if you get the status code 200, then you have successfully done. Okay, you have registered successfully. In any API, if you get the status code 200, like 200, then you are successfully done, your things are done. So I'm just going to check one thing. If the status code is 200, then successful. If it not, then we just write the completion and false for that. So like just I'm going to print here like if response dot request dot status code. We have any status code? Response dot response dot status code. If it not, if is equal to 200, else. Okay, so just pass in a completion error. If 200, then it's good, so just write true here. and if it not true 0 0, then just pass the false. The same in a error and in a failure. Control I, so it's going to be good, look good. That's it. Okay, uh, just go for a register view controller, and let's see what happened here. So I'm just remove this because we have add a completion handler. Pass your register model, and in a boolean is success. So if is success, yeah, we can write successful and anything you write. Okay, I'm just writing this name right now. If it's success, then we did all thing fine. So let's put the alert here, show alert, and just write the alert message and user register successfully. Okay, and if it not, then just put alert here, like alert, please try again. Okay, let's see what happened. Let's okay, we have to write self here because it's in the completion handler, that's why. Let's build this, and we have our three user, right? No, two user, Yogesh P614 and all. So what I do here, if we write the same email address, then it's showing me a alert that you cannot save the, because user is already exist, so you cannot save. So I'm just do same thing, like I have already used this, and I'm just register one more time. Let's make a breakpoint. Go to the API manager, and here we can see the alert, like, okay, so just call this also. Okay, so now go here, just print JSON. I think I have removed this. So you can see the error, the unable to register, because the Yogesh P614 email ID user is already exist, so it's showing me the error. And you can see the status code too, like response dot, sorry guys, sorry, response dot response dot what status code. Yeah, we have here like 3033. No, it's not, it's a code. We have a 409 status code error. And now in a completion we pass the false, then it go with, and then it going in a register and going to call this completion in success is a false. And now it's showing the alert like please try again. So now what I will do, I'm just going to remove this email ID and just write any testing email ID, so like just test. Okay, now let's see what happened. Let's see what is okay, so it's registered. Now the user registered successfully, and we can see here the test@gmail.com. Good. I'm explaining one more thing. uh, let's try one more time. So I will give you one simple task. Okay, we have already registered test@gmail, so I need a error for like user registration already exists. If you see here in a JSON, you have to get this message only. Okay guys, you have to just get the message and just pass string here, boolean comma string here, and just what you have to do, uh, I will just get this for you. Okay, and then you create a completion handler that contain two values, boolean and string. So you have to just pass the string, because what we have to do, we don't need to uh, give message here. We passing message from API manager, and that message you have to add here. Okay, so JSON is any object because it's a dictionary, and then value for key message. So we get the message. It's a string, I think. So let's forcefully cascade this as a string. So we have a string right now. Okay, so you just have to do like comma string, and you just have to pass the true and the message here, and if it's successfully, then you have to write any message like user is registered successfully. Then in a register view controller you get the two value, is success and anything, and the message. So you just have to pass message here. In a second video, in a login, first I will do this thing and then I will explain you how we can log in. Okay, so guys, please do this thing, and let me know in a comment box that if you have any query. So I hope guys this video is going to be helpful for you. It's really very easy, and just follow the documentation of backendless. It's a very good, and it's a free, so we can use this. You can see like login, guest login, you can do logout also, password reset, more thing like you can do push notification here. You can also get the email. If you want the email, then in your particular email id you get the email verification code. I will explain this thing also. So I hope guys this video is going to be helpful for you. If you have any query, then please comment me. I will surely answer you there. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Bye bye guys.